So here's my Jim Beam neon clock at the bar, and no ticky ticky. I'm gonna have to fix that. So here's the clock itself, and it's just plastic. I don't remember where I bought it. It's probably like a Spencer's Gifts or something like that. Back in the day, it has a Woolwart transformer with some sort of high voltage booster upper type kind of type thing. That's I don't know. It just is. But that only runs the neon. The clock is run by it's run by a AA battery. It's a Quasarts movement. So what we need to do is remove about a zillion screws from here. We're going to just start with these 4 that are here. All right. And the 4th one. And this should come off. Okay, so here's the Quasarts movement. This is the board where the power supply plugs into, connects down through these wires to the neon tube, so we have to be very careful about that. But to get the Quasarts movement out, there are clips here, except for the fact that there's a nut that's on there, so we have to get that out. And in order to get to the nut, we have to remove the clock from the case. And for that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more screws. These little plastic tidbits will get out of the way, and then I can take the clock out of that and work on it. The neon tube is held in by cable ties. That's Quarity construction. I don't remember where I got this, like I said. Oh, it does say manufactured week 32 of 2007. Yeah, so it's been around a bit. I have never done this before. I do not know what I'm doing. But I'm going to try and repair it, which is something a certain Fantwerp won't do. Not can't, won't. So I'm going to go ahead and take these screws out, and then we'll see what we're up against. Now, like I said, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. However, YouTuber Dynatrak has posted a number of videos on repairing Quasarts clocks. He even went so far as to send me a personal video showing things in depth as far as what to do. That was a while ago that I watched that, and finding it in my email somewhere it might be around. But I seem to remember what I watched. I believe the clock will now, yes, it's completely free, so I can pull that out to reveal that and the base here, which I'm going to put safely out of the way. Okay, disclosure. I have gotten this far before. Obviously, we're changing the mechanism out because I tried a new battery in this and it don't work. So I'm not going to bother testing it again. I understand that I could very well damage the hands on this clock, but the replacement set has new hands. As it is, these silver ones are kind of hard to see, so maybe we'll investigate that a little. This is the second hand. Wobbly. Wow. And we just have to pull it out. Yeah, that's going to be easy. Well, it should just pull off. And I got to be careful because of this neon tube. Ah, got it. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we'll put that aside. Now the minute hand, that also, we gotta just grab it, pull that off. And the hour hand, grab that and get that off somehow. It's a matter of pulling. Definitely stuck. There it is. Got it. Okay. Now I need to, well, actually I don't. It's loose already. I'll need a wrench later to tighten it. And here we have a nut, which I'll put there, and a washer. If I can get that off. Yes, so we'll put those in that order aside there. And now I can flip this over and unclip the mechanism. Which, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to need a screwdriver to help pry this. But it's definitely loose now. So let me get a flat blade. Let's see. Yeah, definitely clips here. And they don't push in, they push out. And hopefully I don't break them, but the center nut will hold it regardless. Just pop that clip. This one is being very stubborn. But maybe I can just sort of weasel it out. Prying in here. If I had a smaller screwdriver, maybe. Very stuck. Very stuck, man. It's coming. There it is. Woof. Jeez. Okay. All right. So we have that out. And now let me get my replacement kit. And we'll see what comes in there. So I found this kit on Fleabay for mucho cheap $. That might be a suitable replacement. Ever so slightly taller, but it's okay. This had a short one, and I don't know if you can tell in there, a long shaft. There's actually 4, 2 short, 2 long. And that's all fine and good. And this is the new one. And there's hands in here. Again, I don't know if we'll get into that really. I want to see if I can install it, and we'll go from there. There's probably replacement washers and nuts and all that. Shouldn't be an issue. We'll just size it up. I'm sure it will fit. The washer fits. The nut, I can get it started, screws on just fine. So it should be otherwise a direct replacement. I'm going to just put that off to the side so I don't get it cat-fused. This is the top of the clock. This goes in this way. That's how the old one was. And it's a matter of snapping it in. So I'm going to try to snap it in. There, down, wiggle. Okay, that's real nice. That went very nice, very easily. We have the clearance, I believe. Is that seated all the way? Yeah. Might be just enough. If not, I can swap for a longer one. So the washer and the nut. Now, let's get that lined up. Oh yeah. Good. Okay. Now, yeah, let me get a wrench for that. Okay, that's all good. And now we're going to put the hands on. Will the second hand engage with that? I just want to see. Yeah, it does. Wow. All right, so before we do that, let's see these other hands. They got here, these some long ones. I think we need like a long ones. That's going to be, I think that's going to be too long. Or will it? Well, let's see. No. Okay. Is this open? Let's see what else we got. We have other hands, all red. Kind of gets lost in the red there. I think the black might make a better contrast. So I gotta open this, and then we'll pick what hands look the best. I think that's open now. Come on, China. Second hand. Minute hand. Hour hand. Just for a quick mock-up. Now, will the second hand make it? Yeah. I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that. Because otherwise, I mean, the silver, it's hard to see. I think the black, I like that better. So let me just put this stuff aside. These are the old hands. And these hands came with the mechanism, so it's a guaranteed fit as far as that's concerned. So I'm just going to stick them on any old way. It's just a matter of fitting them on. There it is. Right on. Now, this will clear. So that's good. Come on, man. There you go. And the red second hand. Maybe we'll go this way. This is a sweep second hand. Okay, I like that. I think that looks just friggin' peachy. Now, a battery. A slightly dead battery. Come Moment of truth. Oh, Dick. I got my clock back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that kind. I like that kind. Nice. Definitely dressed up with these hands. The one thing that's bugging me a little bit is the minute hand is slightly longer than the second hand. And I don't think that's right. But it's also nothing I'm going to do to try to correct that. Because if I cut down the minute hand, then it won't look right in relation to... Uh-oh. So we're going to have to fix that by getting it past and just bend that down ever so slightly. And bend this up ever so slightly. And wait for him to come around again. Yeah. And that minute hand is going to have to clear these cable ties that hold the neon in. So we're just going to wait and let this take a trip back around to see what happens, and then I will manually advance the time using the setting wheel on the back to ensure that works, and then later I'll set the time and, you know, do everything right. That's perfectly fine. Still no? Alright, well, I'll keep bending it and playing with it. Before I do anything else, let me advance the time. Yeah, it clears the cable ties without any problem. It's a little more bent than I wanted. Where's my wheel? There. I'll run it back a little so we can see if it gets stuck again. May have bent it too far the other way. No, that clears fine now. Yeah. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Good deal. That really was not difficult at all. So here is that. We can now take this, put that down, and the hanging hole is on the black cover that goes over it. So pretty much at this point I have to just put all of these clips back in and put the cover back, and I think we are pretty much in business. So let's see how this is going to go just for the first one. Herp. Oh, well, maybe that'll work. Okay, so let's start that. That's good. And one on the other side to ensure that clips in. There it is. Okay, so it's just a matter of fudging around with it until I get it. So I will go and put all of the rest of the clips on. Clips are in. This just sort of sits sits there somewhere. There was a notch. Oh, let's see, probably right there. That's exactly where it sits. Just like that. And you can just get in there to adjust the time and change the blabbery. And that's not screwing in, so we're not seated somewhere. Stranger. There it goes, I think. Not sure. Well, let me dick around with this so I can get it in, and then we'll fix it up. Alright, got that reattached. All part of it now. Stick the battery in. Easier said than done. It's running. Looks good. 4:30. Ah, man. You missed it by 17 minutes. So let's see. 4:37? 4:37? Well, that's not exactly straight. That's not great. But I'd have to take it all apart again. Something I don't want to do. I should have put them all the same way. You live and learn. Something made noise. Well, I guess I'm going to let this run for a while and make sure it's good. Let's go to 12 and see. Yeah, it's way off. I'm going to have to do this the right way because that's just not cool. Okay, I made a mistake. That's fine. I can fix it. And there we are. The finished clock. Everything lines up. Second hand is a second off or so. That's fine. But you'll see that when we get to 12 noon, maybe you won't, but it's right there. It's lined up enough. You're always going to get a little play in the movement back and forth. That's just the nature of it. I rebent the hands to prevent them from hitting each other. So hopefully that'll do. Now we'll put the battery in and set the time. This battery just does not want to go in. Come on, man. There it is. Yeah, we're running. You can't see. But yeah, it's running now. And setting the time, 5:05. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5:05. Somewhere in there. Looks about right to me. Alright, it's running. Let me go put it back on the wall. Oh yeah. Now you can actually read the time. I love it. And the sweep second hand is awesome. All around a good repair. It was my first time, so I was a bit of a greenhorn, but I did figure it out and fix my mistakes. And a huge thank you to Dynatrak. Without his help, I probably would have never attempted this, but the Jim Beam clock is running once again. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.